Hey guys, Geirail97 again, once again with some more new loot. And it's been a while, so let's immediately get going with the newest one I got, the Geirail. And well, of course, also the Resin Glaze, which I already kind of reviewed. So let's have a look at everyone's new most hated bad guy from Gundam. And I believe this is one of the few times we've gotten clear parts with anything from the Iron-Blooded Orphans line as well. We don't have any beam effectors for the Iron-Blooded Orphans, and there aren't really any gym-esque faces either. They always usually have like stickers for their visors, so it is cool to see. Pieces there, that's already everything. Such a trustworthy face, isn't it? Let's see, no. Customization options, absolutely all the Iron-Blooded Orphans kits. This, I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's one of the things where I'm gonna have to see it on the mobile suit before I form my opinion on it, but I feel like it's going to make it feel a bit on the heavy side. Like, it looks... well, it would look very good on a more artillery-based mobile suit, so maybe putting some big guns on that thing and then having it in that position, I think that would look really good. But right now, it kind of feels like an artillery mobile suit that doesn't really have any artillery on it. Now, what could maybe fix that is this. So you know what? The anti-materiel rifle might just be exactly what that thing needs. And I don't have the... well, I was going to say I don't have the original Astaroth, but this is actually not the original Astaroth. I do have the red one, which I guess is the original one. I was thinking about giving it to the Astaroth Origin, the red one, but now that I've seen, you know, what was it called again? The Geirail. Now that I've seen the Geirail, I'm giving it to that. Ooh. Oh man. That's looking really... that's even bigger than I was expecting. Like, I was expecting something big, but this is even better. Damn, that's gonna be awesome. And we also get a pile bunker shield. To be honest, if you're getting a 210mm anti-materiel rifle, the pile bunker shield, you know, it's cute. Not really that impressive anymore. Now let's see what we get here. Some more shots of the anti-materiel rifle. Oh. That's what we got here. The Barbados Lupus. A mobile suit everyone seems to be going crazy about. Personally, yeah, the Barbados is nice, but compared to something like the Astaroth Origin or the Grazes, I know which one is my favorite. Talking about favorites, the Kara Sandblade Funa, because of course I had to get the stand of Gundam's biggest gym fan. And goddamn, this is annoying to open up. This is... huh. Well, let's check out what's inside here. This is the first one of these Kara plates I'm getting, and that's pretty hilarious to look at. So we got some clear parts, but that's good design. And this actually looks very nice, just as is. Nice. I'm definitely going to put a gem on that. Now, back to Iron-Blooded Orphans, because of course, with Iron-Blooded Orphans, you cannot have enough weapons. Mobile worker, little guns for it, extra hands. Cloud's Buster Sword, an extra rifle, and the manual. I'm going to be having a lot of fun deciding which things I'm going to give to the Geirail. You know, other than trying to kill the Geirail. Now, for non-Gunpla new stuff, first up, we have the Geirail Indigo version. I was just building the Geirail red version, and it's a really, really nice kit. Everything goes together very well. I was actually very impressed with it, so I just had to go for the Indigo version as well. And a lot of different things in here to kind of make it your own, because when you look at the box, it wants you to make the legs much more armored than they are and give them a kind of bulky feel. But, you know, you can just build them without the extra armor and make it feel more like a lightly armored unit. The one thing, of course, that still annoys me about these figures is their complete lack of any functional undergarments. I mean, come on! At least having the option would have been nice. Like, just that. And the cool thing about the Indigo version is that it is slightly different from the regular version. We still get the long ponytail that's used, and that's used with the red version. But we also get a much shorter ponytail, which looks really good, and a bunch of different weapons, including a katana, it seems. So a lot of the parts are just going to be the same, and this is the katana, which, it's just pure blue. Huh. Interesting. Effect parts. That definitely wasn't in the red version. Standard issue weapons, including a kitchen knife. Yeah, because you really gotta give a kitchen knife to a unit like this. It does actually look pretty funny holding a kitchen knife or the other small knives. And surprisingly enough, despite the red version coming with a giant scythe, I was actually very much liking having the little knife there. Also, this cannon is really neat. And I don't think... yeah, no, it does also come with the cannon. It just doesn't come with the giant scythe that the red version comes with. This one, on the other hand, comes with the katana, which I've already shown. And going by the giant scythe, now I'm not sure which one is the better of the bunch. And, this very much looks like just a recolor of that one weapon set they have with the katana. And also this kind of butcher knife. Very much, oh. Huh. So we get them as effect parts and we get them as normal parts. That's pretty neat. Looking forward to building this now. Let's see. We of course get the great crotch pieces. I mean, come on, people. Come on. The hands. Let's go to Buka, so it's going to be really nice. And I gotta say, I am very impressed with the way these frame arm girls are going. But the one thing I'm really curious about is if they're ever going to be producing the Buzoshinkis. Because I have seen the prototypes of them, but that's about it. I saw that there were prototypes. They were slated to be released at some point, but then they were never heard from again. And it looks like we're also getting a lot of extra little pegs to attach them. Very interesting. And some more from Kotobukiya. I also got me the gigantic arms powered Guardian. This is supposed to be used with the Geirail. I don't have the Geirail yet, but I did go for the Geirail with little armory extra parts, so I'm definitely getting a good bundle with that. And this giant arms thing, just when I saw it, I had to get it. And this really looks like the kind of thing that even if you're not into Mecha Mizume, I'm pretty sure you can make a pretty impressive thing just on its own. I mean, just look at that. You know, it kind of reminds me of, God damn it, I forgot the name of it. The one giant artillery mobilization from Gundam 0083, or like, I think it was the elephant from Rise from the Ashes? I'm not sure anymore. But there was like another artillery-esque hover tank, like, I can't remember it now. But it really does remind me of those things. And the colors as well, it's just looking great. And all the stuff it comes with, all the different modes you can put it on. You can put it in. Well, even for the people who just collect Figmas, this is really one of those things where you can go crazy with it. And all the stuff that's in here. God damn, I'm really looking forward to building this. And just putting a bunch of Figmas, or maybe even putting a Gym or a Gundam in there. Just imagine. Maybe someone should make a Titans test team version of it. and put like one of the HAZELs in there and make it the HAZEL Gigantic, what was it? The Gigantic Arms Unit. The Powered Guardian Titans version. Because they really need some extra power there. Now do they? And now we get to the back. Now we get back to some Gunpla. I got me another HAZEL. I don't think I gotta unbox this at this point. Because, well, it's a HAZEL. And by the way, for anyone wondering, the HAZEL Marathon is at the moment kind of on hiatus, but it will be coming back. It's just that right now I'm pretty busy. I'm trying to put out normal videos as best as I can. So HAZEL Madness, just on a little hiatus, will be coming back. But the thing I'm planning to do right now is kind of like I did in the beginning, have a few videos ready so that I can release them weekly once again once I have like 4 or 5 ready. But don't worry, there are definitely more of those coming. And then what I was going to say, now we get to the point of the video where I use the 20% off I got from HLJ. And some of you are probably thinking, you're still getting those things? And other people are probably wondering, wait, what 20% off did I get from HLJ? Well, the story behind this was that, just to reiterate in case anyone forgot about it or anyone is new here, it was really a little stupid thing. I ordered a clear file, the Hyakushiki. It's on, so in HLJ, the thing is you automatically get charged once it gets in stock, and once the system says like, oh yeah, you bought it, you pay for it. Then I got an email saying like, oh, sorry, it wasn't in stock, you were charged, we're terribly sorry, here's your money back and a voucher for 20% off, which I was able to use on anything, stuff that was in stock, stuff that was out of stock, stuff that was pre-ordered, and whatnot. So I got a bunch of stuff back-ordered, including 3 of these daggers, of which I had 1 shipped right now. And man, this is a really cool kit. The dagger is just such an amazing mobile suit that could really use a lot more love. And I'm still hoping that we're getting a Dagger L, because Gundam Seed is getting so much love nowadays. I mean, we even got a Master Grade Providence. And in case anyone is wondering, I have, of course, seen everything that's been released. Well, that's been announced to be released next year. So, with all of the Gundam Seed love going on, I'm hoping for a Dagger, or a Dagger L, or a Dark Dagger L, or a Windham, or any mass production unit. Any mass production unit from Gundam Seed, I'll be more than happy with at this point. Guays, and even that Jin ceremonial type I'll take at this moment. And now we get to the section of I totally buy Master Grades. Yes, this is still with the 20% off. Of course, hi-zack, because Titans. I always loved it when they gave us these things with Master Grades. I don't know when they stopped doing it, but I am kind of saddened that they didn't do it anymore. And, why hello there, headache? It's been nice seeing you again. Such joy in building Zaku Master Grades and trying to get these onto the wires. Oh well. You gotta put some effort into building a Zaku, or, I'm sorry, a hi-zack, because it totally isn't a Zaku. It's completely different. See, at least these hoses are on nice rubber. Oh no, these rubbery things. Yeah, they're a pain to panel line, because the Gundam marker immediately has a tendency to be absorbed into the rubber. So if you make even the slightest mistake, that's going to be very fun to correct. The big benefit of the Master Grade hi-zack is, of course, we get a lot more accessories. I mean, the high grade only came with the machine gun. Like, what the hell? It's still a nice kit, the high grade, but compared to this, it comes with so much more stuff. I mean, it even stores the E-packs for the Mara-sized beam rifle and the shield. Things like the missile launchers, multicolored missile launchers, the beam rifle, the machine gun. the Heat Hawk, extra ammo packs like I just said. Beam Saber, that stores onto the missile launchers. Oh no wait, that stores instead of the missile launchers if I remember correctly. I've had to wait a long time for this, but I think the wait is going to be more than worth it. So yeah, maybe I'll be reviewing a few more Master Grades in the future, if I can fit this back into the box. Now let's put this to the side for a second, just like that, because I still have a bunch more Master Grades to show off. I got a few Gundams this time around. The RX 78 Char Aznable, or the Gundam Castle Custom, as some people know it. And yeah, here's kind of the funny thing. It's known as Casful's customized mobile suit, but it does have the model number Char Aznable. Ah well. And this thing is based on the 1.5 Gundam, which is one of my favorite molds of the original Gundam. And I really wish they would have made a G3 with this mold instead of either having the 1.0, which is absolutely horrible, or having the 3.0, or having the 2.0, which isn't a bad model kit, but I just really don't like the aesthetics of it. It's just way too, how would I put it? Ooh, I was going to say a black bazooka, black beam rifle. This is looking amazing, and it's going to give a great contrast with the red of the rest of the machine. So as I was saying, it's just that the 2.0, the aesthetics don't really do it for me. It's interesting. An extra V-fin, you can either have a completely red one, or have, oh wait. Huh. Well, I guess in case you lose the V-fin, you have an extra one. That's pretty neat, because that's always the one thing that seems to snap on everyone's Gundams. The V-fin. So, yes, back when we got spare hands like that with our Master Grades. Man, I didn't know it was still included with the 1.5. And here is the precursor to the real grades. And that is it. So yeah, I really wish we would have gotten a G3 Gundam for the 1.5 frame. Like the only one, well, the other really great one is like the 1 Year War version, which I believe is very similar to this, but is just a lot more detailed. Next up. Boom! The G5. Opening it up, and I believe this is also very similar to the 1.5. Looking at the inside, and just the color scheme of this thing alone was enough to make me want to buy this. Also, Encountered in Space. An amazing game, and I was so happy that I finally got to play it on my Japanese PlayStation, because of course we did not get this in Europe. Great. But here's a funny story. At first I actually never wanted to play Encounters in Space, and is, oh, now I see, this is where the ammo belt is going to go around. Nice. So at first I never wanted to play Encounters in Space because the only Gundam game I'd ever played was Gundam versus, was Mobile Suit Gundam Federation versus Zeon. And for anyone who has played that game, think about the space encounters. My god. Now, I have nothing against Federation vs. Zeon. I love that game to death. Such a great game on ground stages. But when the game got to space, oh my god, that was absolutely the worst. It was so, like, every sense, like, all sense of speed was gone. Trying to move around was horrible. Trying to aim was, well, getting locked on was so easy enough, but trying to hit anything was just so annoying. Trying to do melee was even worse than on the ground. And, well, to be honest, melee wasn't that great to begin with in Federation vs. Zeon, because, well, it was the first game. So when I heard that there was a game called Encounters in Space, my first thought was, no way. I just thought that it was going to be like Federation versus Xeon, but only in space. And I was not prepared to play that. Until I looked up some more videos and I realized, that actually looks pretty damn good. Now I got both of the master grades. Rest in peace, by the way. Alright, 78.4. So yeah, just an amazing game to play on the PlayStation 2. Also pretty funny that that Encounters in Space is like completely Universal Sentry, but then you could still unlock the Wing Zero and the Ailstrike Gundam, like a neat little add-on. And also just these Gundams look so awesome. Just going through them. The blue looks kind of cheapish. Reminds me a bit of the wing blue that we used to get with those old high grades. But, you know, once it gets built, I'm sure the rest of the machine will more than make up for that. Also pretty nice, you can build them as a regular version or the boost version. I'll definitely be building them as the boost version. At first I was thinking like maybe I'll build them as the regular version, but then when I looked up a bit more on how they were going to look in the regular mode, it really does look like it's just the boost mode with some pieces missing. Like if you look at, let's see where it's on the side here, you know what, the blue one doesn't actually look that bad like this, like especially on the 5, also because, well, you want it to come with the Gatling gun. And then the final one I got, which is not fitting in screen, not even like this, it's the Master Grade Lucas O'Donnell's Strike Gundam E IWSP. And my god, is this thing amazing. It's one of those models that I just can't believe I hadn't gotten before, because I absolutely love the Strike Noir in Master Grade. Like one of my favorite Master Grades of all time, and combine that with the IWSP pack. I mean, I could even go with the IWSP pack for the Strike Noir, which I believe is actually canonical. I'm not sure, but I think the Strike Noir at some point in some manga did get equipped with an IWSP. So seriously, I can't believe I hadn't gotten this before, because everything about this model kit I adore. Just, I'm at a loss for words, really. This is just going to be such an amazing experience building this. It's like reliving building the Strike Noir combined with the IWSP. Little wires for the anchors. I was hoping this would be chrome just like the Perfect Grade, but so be it. I doubt I'm going to use the Grand Slam anyways, when you look at everything that this thing comes with. I mean, just so many accessories. 2 of the dual Gundam's beam rifle, 1 regular beam rifle, like extra swords, all the accessories of the IWSP, just goddamn the shorty beam rifles. And it is actually more grayish than I thought. Nice. I thought that this version of the model kit was actually going to be much more whitish, kinda like this white, but it's not even an off-white, it's really very light gray, which is absolutely amazing. Just comes with a stand. And my god, I'm already all over this thing. Jeez. This thing, man. This thing. The IWS, and my god, the wings. The wings. I really am not sure how I'm going to do it. There's a very high chance that I'm going to be giving the IWSP to the Strike Noir and then give this thing like an Ale Striker pack. I don't know yet how I'm going to do it, but that IWSP pack is definitely going to go around. In fact, I love the IWSP so much that right now I also have the regular Strike Gundam with the IWSP pack en route. And I believe that one was piloted by Sven Kalbayan, the guy who piloted the Strike Noir. And that is what he was piloting before the Strike Noir. And in fact, I even believe that that was the unit that got modified into the Strike Noir. I could be wrong because I'm just going by what I remember, but I think that's kind of how it happened. That model kit, well, that the Strike Gundam from that model kit did get modified. And the cool thing about it is that it's a Strike Gundam, but with a slightly darker color scheme, which is always awesome. So that's all for this new loot video, with a lot of master grades. So what will I be building first? Well, the Geirail is definitely going to be first. I'm going to be trying to get a review of that thing up as soon as possible. Talking about the next review, it's probably going to be either Ye Olde Gundam, the RX-78-2, all the way back from 1990, or the Gym Sniper 2 here, Lido Wolf's custom, or Lido Wolf. I'm not exactly sure on how it's written in katakana. I'm gonna have to look up how to exactly pronounce this guy's name. I've been calling him Lido Wolf the entire time, so I'm hoping it's that. Also, it looks amazing with the bazooka of that third-party RX-78-2 version Katoki. So that is what's going to be up next, and after that, well, good question. I'll probably be building this after the Geirail because, well, it's a quick build. Just snap it together and then pick up some weapons in order to give to the Geirail. Same thing goes for the 210mm anti-materiel rifle. So those are probably going to be built first. And after that, I'm probably going to try to find some time to finally continue work on my HAZEL Icarus resin kit. So I'm really trying to find time for that, but of course, that thing being a resin kit, I do want to find good enough time to really get some work done on that thing. I don't want to rush it, but I do want to get it finished because after the Icarus, I'm going to be starting to work on the Woundwort, or Woundwort, not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I know that a lot of people really like the Woundwort, so I want to get to work on that as well, but I can't really start work on that thing while I still have, you know, the HAZEL Icarus as a work in progress, and the Narrow Trainer type as a work in progress. But the Woundwort definitely seems to be a very popular mobile suit. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Woundwort, well, the vanilla version of the Woundwort, but I have seen some of the things you can make with it, like the Gaplin 2, which really appeal to me, and that is exactly what I'm going to turn it into. I'm going to be turning the Woundwort into the Gaplin 2. Once I get to it, once I finish up with the HAZEL Icarus. The one problem right now being that the weather isn't exactly great for spray painting outside, which is what I do, so yeah, I'm gonna have to see how that goes. So, that's all for this video, and see you guys next time.